Hello guys, welcome to today's video. It's Only Manuel here. So today I'm going to show you guys how I edited this image right here using Capture One and also Photoshop. So in this video I'm going to show you guys how I went from this is the raw image straight out of camera. So I shot this image within Nikon Z6 II with a 24 to 70 mm lens, and this was a 4 light setup shoot. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I went from this image right here and how I edited it in Capture One. This is it right here. This is the before and the after, and also how I edited in Photoshop here after I did my micro dodge and burn and also frequency separation to achieve this image. So I'm going to walk you guys step by step on how I went through this process, starting from Capture One right here, how I got here, which is the first step. So the first thing I do in my image to set my white balance, I usually take the auto white balance, and I'll do this, select this eyedropper tool here, and then look for the gray part of the image. I think I can get gray from here, and then select that. Okay, as you can see, this is before and after. So it has helped reduce some reds in the picture. So what I'll do is I'll take this high a bit, bring in, so okay, this is fine before and after. So I'm going to take this right here. Okay, this is fine. So the next thing I'll do is to go to my exposure and adjust my contrast a bit and probably my exposure. So no, I'll just leave it at 0. Very fine. Contrast. Okay, this is fine. I don't really do much in this exposure section. I just adjust my contrast, only that. Then I'll go to my high dynamic range right here. So with this, I'll take my highlights down. Okay, this is fine. Then I'll take my shadows down a bit. This is fine. Alt before and after, before and after. Next, I'll reduce my blacks. So I don't really do much. I just make subtle changes when I'm working with Capture One. This is it, before and after. So yeah. But the next thing I do is my levels. I take this up, the white part, and here is fine. Then for here I just put 1, and then alt before and after, before and after. So overall changes before and after, before and after. So up next, the next thing I'll go to my curves. For my curves, for here I'll do the reverse S curve. Just bring this a little bit down. Okay, this is fine. Then take this up a bit. This down a bit. So before and after, before and after. So that is fine. Then I'm not going to do anything in the luma. For the reds, I'll just adjust this a tad bit. I think that is okay. Then green, nothing, blue, nothing. Then I'll go to my color editor. So for my color editor, I'll go to the skin tool. Then I'll select a particular skin tone I want to adjust. So I'll go with the mid tool areas of the skin, just around here. Yeah, that is perfect. Then just bring this down a bit. Yeah, take this towards here. Take this here. Then I'm going to so this is fine. So for this, I'll take the hue down to 1.5. Okay, 1.6 is okay. Then my saturation, I'll take it down a bit. Let me just use 1 here. Then for my lightness, I'll just take it down a bit. Okay, this is okay. So yeah, this is fine. Then I'll go to my advanced color right here. And then select a particular color, skin color I'm going to work with. So I'm going to go more of the shadows. Yeah, the shadows. Then for these, I'm going to take my hue down. Okay. And I'll take my saturation down. Okay. Then, okay, let me just make this 6. Sorry, -6. -6. Yep. So before and after. There for my lightness, I'll just, okay, well, 0. 0 is fine. Then after the advanced color editor, I will go to my basic color editor and go to the reds. For my reds, I just want to adjust the skin tone, the reddish part of the skin tone a bit. So I'll take the hue down. Okay. This is fine. Then saturation, I'll desaturate it. Okay, this is fine. Then for my lightness, I'll take it down. So before and after. So I'll go to my orange. I'll take the hue -2, which is okay. Saturation 6 is okay. Then lightness, this is okay. Okay, before and after. Before and after. Then next I'll go to the yellow. I'll go to the yellow, I'll take it to 2.8 is okay. Then my saturation, I'll take my saturation to 3 points. Yeah, this is fine. Can we just make this 3.3? Not too much. Then my lights. So after this, I'll now go to my color balance wheel right here. I start with my shadows. So for the shadows, I'll take it down to the blues. This is just my normal color grading process when I'm color grading with Capture One. So I'll take it to the blues. I'll take this. It's okay. Then next I'll go to my midtones. I'll reduce this. Then take it towards the orange. Bring this here. Okay, it's perfect. Then take this up here a bit. Then go to my highlights. Also take it towards my orange. Then bring this down here. So before and after. Before and after. So after this, what I do is go to refine, then take down my sharpen, the radius, everything down. So this is all I do for Capture One right here. Nothing too much, just subtle changes. And this is the before and the after. Like I said, this was what I did before. almost the same thing. So with this right now, I can now take this image to Photoshop and edit it right there. I'll right click, edit, Adobe Photoshop, then edit variants. So this is the image right here in Photoshop, and the first thing I do in my images is to take out the blemishes on the subject. So what I do is Control or Command J to duplicate the background layer, and then I use my spot healing brush tool. So when I'm taking out blemishes, for the bigger blemishes that are very obvious, I use my patch tool. Then for the smaller blemishes like this and this, I use my spot healing brush tool for that. So this is it. So I'm editing this image using a Wacom tablet. I advise you get one to fasten your process and also make you edit accurately, because back then I remember when I used mouse. With this image I can also use a mouse and edit it. You don't necessarily need to go overboard with your gears. You can use your mouse, but a Wacom tablet actually saves your time and makes your editing process way faster. So this is a before and the after. Before and after. So after this, I'll merge all visible layers. So after the merge visible layer, what I do is I want to start off with the micro dodge and burn. So I'll go to my actions and get my micro dodge and burn action here, then micro dodge and burn, and play this. Now, in one of my videos on how to retouch your images, I showed you how to create this micro dodge and burn action right here. It's very simple, very easy. All you have to do is for the burn, you go to your curves, then you bring it down to the center, then you invert, Control I. That is for the burn. For the dodge is the opposite way. You go to your curves, you bring this up, and you invert, Control I. Sure, that is, so that is just is for the dodge and burn layer. So this is my micro dodge and burn layers group. So I'm going to get my brush tool, my opacity at 100, the flow at 1. Then I'll go to my actions, then also get my invert check layer for micro dodge and burn. Put this in, then take it above here. And for the invert check layer, I'll just turn it off here, then bring in my curves and black and white. I'll make this action for the invert check layer available on the store for free, so link will be available on the description for you to have access to. For you to understand this in depth, I made a video on how I retouch my images. I'm going to put the link to the video in the description right here. I'll just use the black and white layer first. So for this, brush opacity at 100, flow at 1. Then I would brush the differences to blend the skin. Sorry, dodge. Come to my dodge and take this out. Before and after, I'll reduce opacity down to 50. 50 is fine. Yeah, now brush this out. Before and after, before and after. Now you can see the little difference that I made before and after. Taking out most of these dark parts out here, before and after. So I'll go back to the invert check layer, use my dodge, turn it on, and keep taking it out. Come here. So with the micro dodge and burn, I'm not going to do much of it, because anytime I'm using both micro dodge and burn and frequency separation to retouch an image, I just use a bit of the micro dodge and burn and also a bit of frequency separation to maintain the skin texture and blend out the skin of the subjects. So brush this, take this out, zoom out, before and after, before and after. So before and after, before and after. So turn off my check layer here. Gone before and after. So this is the final image after micro dodge and burn. You can see here before and after, before and after. Just very subtle change. And the next thing I'll do now is to do my frequency separation. I'll delete the invert check layer here. So I'll go to my frequency separation. Now, before I play the frequency separation action, what I'll do is to merge our visible layer, Control or Command Alt E. Then for my frequency separation action right here, it's available on the store. You can go to the store, download it and use it. Also, this image is also available. Link is in the description. Just go to the description, download the image and also download my actions for free. I have free actions available. You can do that. I also make available the action for micro dodge and burn for you. You can go there, download it and then use it to edit your images. So I'll play the action right here. Then put this at 8. Okay. Put this at 8. 8 is fine. Then okay. And come to the lower frequency. My mixer brush to wet at 20, load at 20, mix at 20, flow at 25. Then clean the brush. You should always clean the brush anytime you're using it so as not to, because most if you just go with the brush first without cleaning it, you see it now paint a color on your subject. So what I do is clean the brush and then I brush. So I'll speed run this process so you can see the final result at the end of this. So this is the before and after of my frequency separation. So I'll just touch up a bit of some places. Okay, before and after. Before and after. So what I do with my frequency separation after retouching my image with it is to reduce the opacity because I want my image to at least maintain the natural texture in it. So what I'll do is take the opacity down to 85 is fine. Before and after. Let me zoom in. This is the image before and after. Before and after. So that is what I do for frequency separation. So after this, I'll merge our visible layer, Control or Command Alt P. Then go to my whiten eyes and teeth action. Now this action is also available on my store for free. I'm going to play this. Get my brush, opacity at 100, flow at 100, then zoom in. And go to this layer, the photo fill layer, and brush. And reduce the opacity of my curve and the overall opacity of the group before and after. Then I'll create another white and identity layer, group, bring it up here, then brush over here and over here, then reduce the curve and then the opacity before and after. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see before and after of this, then before and after. I'll reduce the opacity of this a bit again. Yeah, perfect, before and after. Then this, before and after. So this is this. Then up next, I'll contour the image using global dodge and burn. What I'll do is bring in my curves, bring in the second curve, and then group them together. Control or Command G. Then for my first curve, this will be for the dodge. I'll take this up here. Then invert the mask. Then for my burn, I'll bring this down here and also invert the mask. Then I'll change the blend mode for each to luminosity. For why I'm changing this to luminosity is for what is for my curve layout. Whatever I'm doing here shouldn't affect the skin tone of the model, just the lights or the shadows of the model. So I would for this, I'll name this burn dodge, dodge, and I'll name this burn. Then for my dodge, I'll get my brush flow at opacity at 10, flow at 10, and then I'll increase my brush size. Then I'll brush, for my dodge, I'll brush over the highlighted part of the image, right here, this area here. Then I'll reduce the opacity, the flow a bit to 5 is okay. This area right here, this area here, a bit here, and the nose area, this area, then the lips, this highlights here on the lips. I'm going to zoom in, this highlights here on the lips. I'm going to brush that and make it pop. Brush this, then yeah, then here, underneath here, this area. Then I'll get my bun, and for this I'll just go over here, this area, this whole area right here. Then I'll go here. Then you can now see the before and after. So with this, I'll just reduce the opacity down. I think 39 is okay, before and after. I don't want it to be too much, just very subtle. If you've been watching my video, you know I like everything I do to be subtle, not to be overly done. So I think 39, no, 37. Okay, I think this is okay. This is perfect. I just go to dodge and dodge this area a bit again. Yeah. So you can see the pop on the image right now. The face of the model, the highlighted part has popped out on here. Before and after. So the next thing I'll do also is another set of contour which I do on my images. I'll go to my curve, then duplicate this. Now for the first one, which is my dodge, I'll put it as screen. And for the second one, my burn, I'll put it at multiply. Then I'll change this to dodge and this to burn. Then I'll group this. I'm going to rename this other one first to contour 1. Then this to contour 2. So with the dodge, I'll go to my blend if. Then I'm going to take this all the way. Let it just affect the highlights of the image. I think here is fine. You can see this area. It's just going to affect the highlights here of the image. So I'll just leave it at this, then Alt, and then pull it to the end. Then for my bone, I'm going to bring it just the shadows of the image. Bring it down here. This is fine. Alt, and then go in. Then I'm going to go to the group, mask, then go to image, apply image, and okay. You can see here before and after. You can see the pop on the image before and after, how it made the image pop out, adding more contour to the face of the model before and after. So with this, I'm going to reduce my opacity down, very subtle, before and after. So I think this is okay. I think 50 is okay before and after. So up next, what I'm going to do is go to my action panel and get my even skin tone action. You create this, then go to this part. I want to even out the skin tone of the model so you can blend all the way through. So I'm going to select, this is for the highlights. Select the highlights of my subject, I think here. Then for the midtones, I'm going to select the midtone around this area. And for my shadows, yeah, perfect. Then okay and okay. My brush opacity at 100, flow at 100. Then brush over the skin of the subjects. And shoulder here. As you can see, this is the before and after. Even if you can see how it has affected the skin of the model before and after. You can see some dark areas here which had this color variation. And you can see that's blended that out. So that is reduce opacity down. And I think here is okay. 10 is okay. I'm going to zoom out. 10 is okay, perfect. I'll take it down to 9. So up next, I'm going to start my color grade right now. And with that, I'll create a new group. So I'll name it CG color grade. Then first I'll get the rich pop here. Play that. Reduce the opacity. Okay, reduce the opacity down. Think 9 is fine. Nope. Let me take it. Think 7 is okay. 6. Okay, this is fine. After that, I'll bring in my skin tone LUTs. I'll go to color lookup. Now this LUTs is available also in my store. You can get it to make your color grading process easy. You can get it on my store. Link is in the description below. So I'll go load LUTs and I'll use the newest LUTs one. Yeah. Then I'll reduce the opacity down. Think yeah, it's perfect before and after. Then I'll now bring in the second LUTs, color lookup, load LUTs, newest LUT 3, and then I'll reduce the opacity down to, I think here is okay, before and after. So this is the whole group right here, before and after. You can see the difference, very subtle but very effective. Then after this, because of the exposure of the image, overall exposure of the image is now low, I want to bring back the exposure. I will come into my levels and then push this in. Okay, then put this at 1, before and after. So up next, I'll bring in like curves layer. As you all know, I first start with the reverse S curve, then I'll bring in a second curve and now make the S curve. So for the reverse S curve, I'll bring this down a bit, then take this up. before and after. So the reverse S curve actually makes your subject or your the image you're editing to look a bit softer, not too hard, reduces the contrast. And then I'll bring my curve and do the S curve here. Very subtle. Before and after, before and after. So for these, I'll reduce the opacity of my levels down a bit. Think here is fine. Then for my reverse S curve, I'll reduce this. Then for my S curve, take this down. Think here is okay. So for the overall image, this is color grade. This is the before and after. Before and after. Very subtle process. So after this, looking at the subject, looking at my subject, the lips of the subject is looking a bit faded. So what I'll do right now is to make this pop. So I'll bring in my empty layer, my brush tool, then pick a color. I'll go for pink. Think this is okay and okay. I'll long brush over, zoom in here, paint over the lip of the subject. Then over this, I'll go to my blending option and choose soft light. Then I'll reduce the opacity down. So I don't need it to be too much, very subtle. I also add filter blur. I'll blur it out a bit. Filter blur, Gaussian blur. Then I'll reduce this down. Okay. Think 16 is okay. So before and after, let me zoom out. Before and after, I'll reduce the opacity. Before and after. So very subtle change to the lips. Before and after. Take the opacity down again. Before and after. So this is okay. So up next, what I'll do is bring in another empty layer and to add blush to the model's face. I'll come, reduce my brush size, zoom in, and then Ctrl Z. Try this. I'll come over here. Yeah. I'll go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and take this up. I think 106. I think this is okay. 150 is 64. Okay, then change the blend mode to soft lights and then reduce opacity. As you can see, before and after. So I'll reduce the opacity down. I think 50 is okay. Well, take it down again. Okay, 37 before and after. Then for the lip, I'll take this down again, before and after. So very subtle, group this, Ctrl G and call this make up. Before and after, before and after. Very subtle change. So up next, what I'll do is sharpen the image. Then I'll go to my action panel and go to sharpen and play this. I'll also make this available on my store so you can get it. I'll take this down to 1 and okay. Then I'll max this because the first thing I want to sharpen is the eyes. Control I. Then my brush, so opacity 100, flow at 100, white brush, and increase the brush size, brush over the eyes. Or reduce the opacity before and after. Before and after, you can see the eyes were a bit blur before, now they are very sharp. Before and after. Then the overall image, I'm going to sharpen that again, bring in the sharpen action. And 1. Okay. Then reduce the opacity down to 20 is okay. Yeah, 22. Before and after. So this is the image right here. I'll take this eyes down a bit again. I think here is okay. Then after this, I'll merge all visible layer, Control or Command Shift Alt E to merge it. So for this image, what I did when I edited it before was I went to liquify and adjusted the face of the subject a bit. So I'll go to liquify right here. Then for my eyes tilt, I'll take this. Okay, this is fine. This is okay. Distance, okay. So I'm not going to touch this. Eyes width. I'll take this. Take this. Then for the chin, just come down here. Take the chin in a bit. And jawline to reduce it a bit. Face width. Forehead a bit. Then upper lip. Take that in a bit. Lower lip, I mean. Then upper lip in this. In bits. So I'm just going to do a very subtle change. Before and after. Before and after. So not too much, very subtle. Before and after. So after this, what I'll do is to crop my image to 4:5. I'll change this 4:5. I'm going to take this in. Yeah. Okay. So this is the final image right here, guys. This is the before. This is the before and the after. Before and the after. So I did not do much, very subtle. I'm going to zoom in for you guys to see the texture and the details. As you can see right here. Going to go down. Before and after. Before and after. So thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment if you have any question concerning any part of this process you did not understand, and I'll make a video to explain this to you. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to check my store to get your free action. Link is in the description, and also the link to the raw image is also in the description. And go download the image, practice, and looking forward to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.